Welcome to this edition of the Wonderbury podcast.
I'm Brian.
I'm Dave.
You can find us online at wonderbury.com.
And you can find me at dwonderly on Twitter.
Or I'm Brian Keysbury at briankeysbury.com. That's a good starting place.
Oh, there's a good starting place too, yeah. You can leave us a comment on our website or Facebook page or Reddit page or
Literally
anywhere
anywhere.
pretty much on the internet. Just go to our website, check for a link in the description.
I know a handful of people actually have my personal cell phone number, so text me.
There you go. Text him.
Call me, maybe.
Don't text me.
Text Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
Yeah.
So last week was fun.
Yeah. Our first guest episode. That was exciting.
Our first guest episode, the first time I've ever conducted an interview, which I was complete shite at in the beginning, and I think we got better as time went on.
I don't think any of us really had a plan for what we were doing. Well,
no. He had
Brian,
a plan of what we were doing.
Yeah.
You and I had no plan whatsoever, and we came out of left field on him.
We kept it to having no plan, though, which was fun. That was great.
I felt bad for him a couple of times, though.
Yeah. He should have known better coming on with us. Well, we're rowdy.
Yeah.
We're ornery, and we're instigators, and we're rowdy.
He's very much a perfectionist that likes to have a full-on script.
Yeah.
And if you could see what we use as a script, they are checkpoint bullet points on it's a card somewhere that checklist. We just kind of go, we'll kind of get to these maybe.
Yeah. Like
I don't know how many of these we have incompletes.
We have a checklist for Amazon this week, so let's see how good we are at getting to that.
Yeah, probably not going to happen.
But
because we didn't even catch up on what happened with us last week. We just leaped into the interview straight off the get-go.
I mean, that was good though. I think that was one. I felt like that was one of our best episodes, but not even an episode. It was like non-canonical, really.
It was interesting. It was so different and so much fun, and I'd like to do more of those. I've got some ideas of people. We both have ideas of people we want to bring on, so we want to do more of those. I'd like to do that at least once a month.
Yeah. We have Reddit user Shitty Morph, he's excited to come on.
I've got a Googler. He works back end for Alphabet's calendar.
Yeah. No, contacts.
Calendar? Contacts. Yeah. That was contact.
Yep.
So I got a Googler come on. My cousin works for Apple.
Oh.
So we can have an Apple guy on. And I know he's a huge fan of the show here, and we'd love to have him on.
Tell him I'm a huge fan of his work. No, I don't have anything against Apple. Anyways, it was. I want to have him on again. I know.
No, and I'd like to once they start. I'd like to have him and Nathan on. I want to talk to both of them.
Yeah.
Especially after they get a couple episodes in and we can kind of see kind of what the show is all about and stuff. I really want to have them return on again.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Full disclosure, we've known Brian for a few years now, and great guy. Just a lot of fun to hang out with.
We've known him just under 4 years. I know that we met him sometime in the middle of September of 2013.
Let me look at my calendar again, because I'm not sure. Oh, yeah. So in 2 weeks as of recording this, so it'll be a week and a half from release date, is my 4-year my 4-year anniversary.
Yeah.
I'll have been married for 4 years at the end of the month.
Oh boy.
That's crazy.
I will be
because we got married on a palindrome.
Nice.
31813. Which is precisely the reason why we picked August 31st of 2013.
Wait, what was the day that we met? It was January of that year, which was also. What's the number? What's the USS Wonderbury number? Why can't I ever remember that?
January of 13, wasn't it?
Yeah, 11313.
Because we both started playing Ingress in November of 12, but I didn't reach out and find the community stuff until a few months later.
Yeah.
Because we met up at that coffee shop, Bonbons or whatever it was called, up off of Maplecrest.
Now, was that before or after we met at Headwaters?
We met at Headwaters after that. That was the initial, because I wasn't so sure about meeting people for a game, kind of just out in the middle of a park at night. So we met at the coffee shop first to kind of talk and kind of meet and stuff. And then it was off to the races from there.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because I hadn't been living here that long yet.
So the file you sent me says 133113, which now I'm realizing has one too many digits. Because I think it's
that was what you sent to me.
Oh man. Okay.
I can edit it out.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the PSD. Yeah, I have the PSD or whatever. Man, we just switched. Some people are going to be so confused over what we're talking about. So what we're talking about is I did the USS Wonderbury and the NCC registration for it in a curve to be able to put on a model ship so that we can After Effects or whatever and make our intro just that much more annoying for everyone. I mean, kick ass for everyone. And so now he's realizing that he sent me the wrong numbers for the NCC registration for the ship.
Yeah. Whoops.
And now I got to make a note to fix it. But, that's neither here.
And I have to make a note to call the printer who I sent the file to already. And have them hold up.
So we had last weekend, some person came through with a can of purple spray paint and decided to go tag happy up and down the alleyways.
Oh boy.
So my laziness paid off by having a pile of bricks for them to graffiti art tag, which is sitting next to my garage.
Yeah.
And there had been some reports in the neighborhoods around or whatever of people getting stuff stolen out of their backyards. Long story short, I bought myself a 4-camera outdoor wireless security system.
Nice.
That I'm going to be putting together with like a DVR that I'm going to throw one of my hard drives in. And yeah, so that should be interesting to see how that all kind of turns out. Not sure how it'll all go yet, but I got it yesterday or the day before, and I just haven't had time to break it out yet. So
get like a LifeX
that'll be in the next coming
TP link. Get a LifeX or a TP link bulb, and you can use the motion sensing on your DVR to IFTTT to turn the bulb on when there's the motion out there.
Yeah, I can. I don't know what all I can do with it yet. I need to set it up and look at the software. It runs some sort of embedded firmware, Linux firmware, so I'm not sure how much I can tweak it or what all I can do, but I can figure some stuff out. But it'll have its own little DVR system that I'll have plugged in, and I can monitor. Little 4-camera system, not too terrible, but hey, at least we'll have
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I
So
I have a couple IP cameras, and then just web-based DVR. Pretty simple.
So I don't know, the whole security thing, I'm not sure how it's all going to work out yet, but I'm sure it'll be all right. It'll give me a little bit better peace of mind, and who knows, maybe I can find out who the crazy people are around my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing 2 pointing in the backyard, one from the house pointing out toward the garage, one from the garage pointing out to the house. I'm doing one in the front and one behind the garage.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've found that from having a camera, it will not prevent crime or mischief from happening, but
at
at least you will have the evidence.
Does it?
Yep.
That's pretty much what I'm looking. I'm not looking necessarily for a prevent thing. Otherwise, I just would have bought blank housings and mounted them. I just wanted the evidence.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I can see what crazy people are doing.
Yeah.
But it looks like they're almost done with my roof too.
Nice.
So that's good. They got the main peak completely done. That went up pretty quick. And then they've been working on peaking the flat and putting on the stuff they need to put on for there today. So hopefully they'll be done within a week.
Nice.
Yeah, not too bad.
So we have a new show coming. New weekly show. So you guys will hear this on Sunday, and then Tuesday. This one's going to be YouTube only, just because it's visual. It's going to be a gaming show, and we are going to be playing some Minecraft. And the general idea is Dave has no idea how to play Minecraft, and I do, and I'm going to show him the ropes. Hopefully in as much hilarious of a way as I can, as we can figure out.
Well, it kind of, it launched in, you helped me by giving me some nice stuff, and I wish to God that, and I'll explain it kind of later on too as we talk about it more, but I kind of want exploring off on my own one day, but we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, we'll let them watch and figure out what is going on.
Yeah, but no, we're real excited about this. We're gonna start with Minecraft. Eventually we will play some other games, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah,
as we do a Wonderbury plays.
And
but we're starting with Minecraft.
I like the setup. I think I think doing the I keep calling it side by side, but really it's top and bottom, like multiplayer look.
Yeah.
I think that it will allow us to be able to do just about any game.
Yeah, I think so. Without it overcrowding each other.
Yeah.
So a lot of the Let's Play type styles will either have just one person filming it with all the other voices, or they'll switch between cameras and all that stuff. And the way we're doing this is a top to bottom display. So you have like you're looking at old school split screen. And I think it'll work out real well.
And it should be perfectly sized so that we can add 2 more players.
Yeah.
If for some reason we wanted to do that. So if somebody wanted to show us how to play a game, we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think
or if we just have
neat.
A couple people that we want to add on at some point to play something somewhere down the road.
Yeah.
You'd have a lot of fun with that. There's plenty of games that work real well with 4 players.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got the whole Gmod series, which would be so much fun.
What's that?
Gary's Mod?
Yeah.
You've never played Gary's Mod?
No.
Oh, dude. So, think Minecraft with not block objects, but other like video game physics. And the stuff that people have created with this is just amazing.
Huh.
But Gary's Mod itself is a giant sandbox. Like a video game building sandbox.
Hmm.
And you can build your own, or you can play ones that people have built. So there's stuff like Prop Hunt that they've developed in it. There's Gmod Murder, where one guy's the murderer and everyone else is bystanders, and you have to figure out who the murderer is before he kills everyone. And one guy has a gun and everyone else is just kind of running around.
Huh.
It's yeah, some of the stuff that we could do on there is just hilarious fun.
You should definitely send me a link.
Yeah, no, I thought you already knew something about Gary's Mod, so we can definitely do some fun stuff with Gary's Mod. It's on Steam.
I've been pretty wrapped in the Minecraft world for quite a while.
Yeah, we need to break you free from that.
Yeah,
I know.
It's a good game.
I bought PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, but that's, I don't know how you are with first-person shooters.
All right, I wouldn't say I'm good by any means, but I can generally hold my own.
So the idea is that there's multiple teams out of like 30-ish people.
Yeah.
And they all kind of get released on this island. And you have to find, like in the buildings and stuff, you find things like weapons, ammo, armor, painkiller, medkits, all that kind of stuff.
So
and then it'll suddenly like draw a circle on the box. It's like team deathmatch, except it puts a circle up in there, and you only have so much time to get inside that circle. And if you're outside the circle, whenever the time limit ends, it kills you. And that circle gets progressively smaller and smaller until one team remains. So it forces everybody into the same area eventually.
Huh.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
No, it sounds like it would be a lot of fun to play. And that would be one that we could do with 4 people on a team and just go have some fun. But anyway, we're starting with Minecraft.
Yep, starting with Minecraft.
And I'm finally, after 3 or 4 years of owning it, I'm finally actually playing it, and I'm enjoying it. So
that's what I've been saying, man. It's a pretty rad game. It has.
There's that.
I like it because it has elements of all types of games I could think of, except for racing, I think.
You can do races in Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm sure. There's horses.
No, I've thought about how to do it. Yeah, okay. You can do karts downhill. Downhill, like almost do it like derby. What was that, soapbox derby style?
Yeah. Okay, it's on, Dave.
So you both get up there. You flick a switch to set off a TNT, which is the countdown, and then it's how fast you can click go on to release the brakes on the thing to go downhill. And yeah, it'd be more like a reactionary race, but still be fun.
Yeah, because I believe the carts would just travel at the same speed.
Yep, which means it would all be reactionary of how fast you release the brakes after the explosion happened.
Yep. Sweet. Let's do it.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah. So yeah. Now what?
One of my fish died, and both of my snails.
Huh?
One of my fish and both of my snails died.
What'd your snails die of?
I have no freaking clue. Those things are near impossible to kill, but somehow Dave managed to kill them.
Yeah, like those only die if you salt your tank.
Yeah, I did salt my tank.
Or if you don't have enough algae.
That may have been it. I hadn't let the algae grow long enough or whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
But it went cloudy for the whole the blossom or the bloom or whatever.
Yep.
And then it cleared right up, and then like the snails died, and then it went cloudy again, and it hasn't cleared up from that yet.
It's probably another ammonium bloom. Bacterial bloom.
I have to do all. I gotta go check. I just did the like cleaned out a quarter of the tank or whatever. Did the kind of the water cycle.
Yeah.
And condition back in the 2 fish that I have going on right now. They're pretty good. They're fairly strong. I had like an albino one that was the one that died.
Yeah, those are generally a little bit weaker in the genetics.
Yeah, I figured that, but you know. So I've got 2 in there now. I've got two little small things in that tank, and still trying to figure out where the algae is going to grow. Should I get a Placto or one of those Chinese algae fish or whatever?
Just stick with the rock. The snails would do a better job.
Yeah. So I just got to go get a couple more snails, I guess.
Yeah, give it a little time. Let stuff get settled in first.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure I'll keep those 2. I might go get a couple of tetra or something to toss in there with the other ones, kind of make it look nicer.
Yeah.
But I don't want to overfill the tank either.
I'm back up to 6 angelfish now.
Nice.
After my mass extinction event. So I have 6 angelfish, 8 tetras, and 2 plecos.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got just the 2 whatever those things are. What are they? What did I get?
Guppies? No, they weren't guppies or something.
Platies.
Platies, yeah.
Yeah.
Before we started the episode, I topped my tank off with 1.5 5-gallon buckets. And then I laughed that every week my tank evaporates about the amount of your tank. So you're just a 10-gallon, right?
Yeah, I have a little 10-gallon, and I hooked up a bubbler to Alice's little. She wanted a treasure chest, so I have a bubbler hooked up, but I got to figure out how to bleed off some of the power off of it because it's just a little too much for the. I want it to like fill up so it opens and closes, and right now it's just this stream of bubbles coming up, so it's just locked open. So I got to figure out how to bleed off some of the air coming out of there.
Find a split valve.
Split valve?
Yeah, or gang. They call them gang valves.
Gang valves.
Yep, it allow you to have 1 input and then 2 outputs, and then you could just vent the second output into the room, and then just run 1, and you could fine tune where you want it to be.
Let's see, aquarium gang valve. Here we go on Amazon.
Amazon. There you go. We finally discussed it.
We got a lot more to discuss about Amazon next week, though.
So much.
Amazon is taking over the world, brother.
Yeah. I think tech's taking over the world.
Amazon's not far behind it.
Yep.
They got a lot of stuff going on.
I think we just did our second State of the Podcast episode.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have another show that we're planning as well that will be coming up at some point, which will be kind of nice.
Yep. That one should be awesome. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that one's going to be, it's going to be a lot more in depth. It'll be a scripted show. I don't want to give anything away just yet, but we've got topics. We just need to start writing. I haven't figured out how I'm going to write it yet, but we're going to get there, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Go for it.
So are we going to do monetization on the other shows?
I don't know yet.
I figured we should probably. As long as we still keep the podcast free for you listeners.
Yep.
But then, for the extra content that we put a lot of time and work into, watch an ad for us. It's fine.
Yeah.
Or if you have Red, it doesn't matter to you at all. You're already paying your monthly subscription, and we will take a 1/100th of a penny of that.
Yep.
But if you're only going to watch the podcast or listen to the podcast, feel free to head on over to patreon.com/Wonderbury and throw us $1.
Yeah, that'd be outstanding.
I haven't updated it in quite a while, so it's not like it's charging people for anything.
No. And we'll come up with some other stuff that we'll probably end up doing for drives or whatever for this thing, but we'll come up with something fun. Yeah. Giveaways and drives and all sorts of fun stuff. But I think it's pretty much good for this week, Brian. I think the podcast is in good shape. I think that with the first interview that we had opens up new doors and avenues for us.
Yeah.
I'd like to do that more often, so that'll be more of a upcoming thing. We got Minecraft.
Yeah.
We'll see where that goes.
Another show back in the woodwork.
And another show in the pipes, and we're gonna have all sorts of fun.
And I gotta say, our listeners are awesome. By the way, we get some feedback sometimes through normally unconventional means, and it's always positive. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you really listening to us. And thank you.
And if there's any topics that you guys want to hear or you guys want us to talk about or discuss or whatever, please feel free to mention them.
Yeah.
Reach out to us and tell us, hey, I want to hear about this, talk about this. What's your guys' views on this? We won't do politics and we won't do religion. Everything else is fair game.
General politics, but if it is tech related, we should probably discuss it.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's tech related in politics, then we can discuss it, but I don't want to get on
we're not gonna discuss abortion.
No.
It's not our thing.
No. We're not gonna discuss that. We're not gonna discuss Trump. We're not gonna discuss
unless he comes to take our devices away. Anyways.
Take away my free internet or take away my devices and I'll go I'll grab a pitchfork, but
then we have an episode.
But until next week, guys, thanks for tuning in. We have too much fun doing this.
Yeah. Thank you. Next week.
Next week.